Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit subscribe, become a member of my growing YouTube family, and yeah, hit the bell notification so that you are notified when I upload videos, which is typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But sometimes you never know. Sometimes there's changes in there. This way you will never miss an upload. Also, when you so feel inclined, a big thumbs up would be totally appreciated. All right, guys. How are you doing? Hello. So today, I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like my intros feel like super weird, and sometimes they run smoothly, but I feel like this one was kind of weird. So anyway, I'm a little bit like I'm dressed up for the summer today. We're almost at the end, so I felt like I needed to like do this before it's over. I think I can wear this into September, but like after that, even in Miami, I feel like there's a point where like the ship stuff is just like no more. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm wearing my anchor earrings, my little anchor. You guys remember this? This was from H&M. I actually had the buttons because they felt like so flimsy, so they're little like anchors. I know we're mixing metals. It's okay. The anchors, I had them like re-sewn, so I spent a stupid amount getting them like fixed. Like it was like this was super cheap, and then I went to the cleaners and I had them like reinforce the buttons so that they didn't fall off because they felt like they were going to come off. So anyway, here we are, and we are ready for the end of summer. It's the end, guys. My daughter goes back to school in a few weeks because in well, I mean I don't know, you guys are all over the place, but growing up in New York, we start school in September to June. And when I got to Arizona, the kids started in early. Like some of them even they even had like they had 12-month school out there, no joke, like crazy town. But um, we I had some friends whose kids started in late July, and my kids always started in no, very early August, like the first week of August. Here in Florida, they go back mid-August, which I think is like more in line with like colleges, and because I know that college starts in August and whatever. So anyway, it feels like the very end of summer, and I'm not mad about it. Like I'm ready for I'm ready because here my favorite time of year is the winter, so I'm ready for it, 100%. But I'm not ready for Christmas. Like it goes by so quick, right? All right. Anyway, tangents are over. I haven't even had any coffee. I haven't even eaten yet today, guys. I don't know why I'm so talkative. But let's start. All right. So I wanted to, I guess, like before the end of the summer. These are We know like trends change and throughout the year and whatever. Obviously, especially like with this new like micro trend situation where things are just not lasting as long as they used to last. Like within weeks, a trend is like done. I was enjoying like Mob Wives, and that shit went too fast. I have a whole closet of freaking animal print now. I like it. I'm still gonna rock it, but like, come on, slow down, guys. I just wanted to talk about like I talk a lot about like wish lists, right? And like what I'm loving, what I'm looking at, what I'm wanting to buy. Usually those wish lists are bags. I talk about like my vintage wish list, and I talk about like just my designer, like in general wish list. We just did that, like my dream wish list with, like the crocodile Birkin and things like that. But I figured let's talk today just about like a regular old, what I am loving and wanting right now that is not designer. So let's talk about it. There's a lot of things from different. I'm going to show pictures as we go, of course, as I always do. I'm looking at like my list, and it's a lot of different things from like different categories. So This is a no, like I'm not organized. I don't have all the bags in one and like shoes in the other and whatever. So we're just gonna go through it like we're just gonna go through it, guys. Okay. So there's no rhyme or reason to my list. Let's talk about it. I will list everything that below that I can find. Maybe you guys will like some of this too. So these are things that I have been looking at. They're on there. I want to say like my wish list because typically when it's non-designer, like, you know, a lot of us will be able to like pull the trigger immediately. And what I'm trying to do, and this has been like my resolution, I guess, for 2025 so far, and I think I've been doing pretty good, is I'm really putting more thought into just the other stuff that I buy. So I have a long list of bags that I want, and I have a lot of big things that I want. You know, and that's ever changing, to be honest. But there's always stuff that I'm like, oh, if I like, I would love to have that or whatever. But I think that we all do. You know, you might not have 1,500 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 to just like drop on something immediately when it comes up, right? We all kind of have to budget to a certain extent, right? And I find that we all like shopping here. I am sure the majority of us, obviously, because I have this channel, you would assume that I like shopping, and I do. And I think most people that watch this channel also like shopping. It is, you know, I think of it kind of as a hobby. It sort of is, right? But I feel like I, in the past, have spent so much money on things that weren't like they weren't expensive, but you lump all of it together and it is expensive, right? Like if you're buying yourself a bunch of like, I don't know, you find an outfit that you like and it's $200, like you're like, oh, no problem, it's just $200. But if you buy 5 of those outfits or 10 things that cost $200, like now we're talking. Now you've spent, you know, you've spent a little bit of money. You spent $1,000, you spent $2,000, and that is the cost of a bag. So for me, or a vintage bag, because you know, new bags is a different story. But for me, I feel like I'm just trying very hard now to just really be like, okay, like I'm not just just because I like something doesn't mean I need to buy it right now just because I can afford it. Like, so this is like the grown-up Bram trying to emerge in this middle season of my life. It's that time, I guess. But yeah, so I'm trying very hard to not just pull the trigger on the things that I'm like, oh, I like it, I need it, I want it, cart, checkout, done. I try to think about these things. So these things are smaller things, but they do add up. And so even though it's on my wish list, and could I pull the trigger on it now? Yes. But I have lots of things in life going on, and I have lots of things that I want. And so while I love them, and hopefully at some point I will add all these things in, I'm trying to pace myself. Okay. Okay. And you should too. But this channel is not about that. So do whatever you want to do. Number one. Number one is the Boatkin. Guys, I don't know. This is a summer thing for sure. Have you guys seen the Boatkin? Okay. So the Boatkin is obviously a like it's what is the company? I'll put it up here. Hathaway something, Horton and Hathaway, something like that. Anyway, it popped up on my Instagram at some point a few months ago. I would have immediately pulled the trigger. However, it is not very cheap. So the one that like the original Boatkin is like about $1,500 or so. It is sort of a cross between a LL Bean tote, which is also on this list. I'll get to that. It's an LL Bean tote, or like just like a canvas tote. And I think they use like used canvas totes and like sails from ships. It's a whole thing. It's cool. It's cool. It's very like Hamptons. It's cool. So they use that, but it is like fashioned in the design of a Birkin. So it's called a Boatkin because it's a boat tote, right? However, I think something must have happened because first of all, they blew up. I think that I believe I could be wrong. I believe what happened was that company sent Bethany Frankel a sample and it blew up from there. I believe that is like the origin story of like how it became like a viral sensation. It was back ordered like 6 months and it was like $1,500. So I felt like, okay, that's a lot of money to just give somebody and wait for 6 months. Right. Although now I sort of wish that I did, because when I went on their site recently, something must have happened with Hermes where they might have potentially attempted to sue them for copyright infringement. I don't know. Design infringement. I don't know how that works. But because if you go on their website now, it's different. It's still cute, but it's not a Boatkin anymore. It's also changed. They've changed the name to something else. It's like the birdie tote or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. And I'm not as much of a fan. However, you still can find some dupes of this tote. There's some dupes, like you can actually find it through TikTok. I will see what I can link down below. But you can find some dupes of the original Boatkin. And it is on my wish list. It is not very expensive. I've seen them for anywhere from 100 to like 250. All of them seem to have, what's holding me back on this purchase, quite honestly, is two things. First thing is, it seems like most of the companies that are selling these Boatkin dupes have quite a bit of a lead time. So you're still looking at like a month to wait or something like that. And I'm like, okay, I know it's forever summer here and I probably could wear it all year long, and I probably would. And you probably will see an unboxing of this tote at some point. It's still a month. Like, I like immediate satisfaction and gratification. And so that is honestly what is holding me back the most. The second is, another thing on my list is the Ellandemm Boatkin tote. And I just ordered myself two of the actual like original Ellandemm Boatkin totes. And I'm excited to show you guys because that is on my list of like trends that I'm loving for 2025. We'll get to that at a later date, but you'll see an unboxing of that coming relatively soon. One of them, honestly, I think that everybody is on the same page with these Boatkin totes, because if you go on Ellandemm site, I was able to get myself one, and I'll show you guys. So I'm not going to give away the color or the size, but one of them was available immediately. So I should have it like in the next 2 weeks, because I did get it personalized. Then the second version that I got is not shipping till like September something. And almost every single color and every single size at this moment is back ordered. And it makes me wonder, like, okay, guys, how do we all, is it like subliminal? Because not one person came on my feed on Instagram, which is where I usually get my like information from, and TikTok, and said like Boatkin totes are back. I mean, I'm sure that they've said it, but like none of it came on my feed. So like, how did we all decide at the same time that we all are like loving these Boatkin totes again, or like for the first time? I don't know, but like, how did that happen? I don't know. Anyway, I have two coming, one down the line and one that I will show you guys in a few weeks. I'm excited when it gets here, but that is the other reason that getting the Boatkin is kind of like lower down on my list, just because I'm like, how many like boat bags do I need? Maybe many. I don't know yet. We'll see how much I use the Boatkin tote when it comes. I think it's super cute though. I have no idea. I randomly stumbled upon an eBay listing for the boat. This is how it all started for me. I randomly stumbled upon an eBay listing for like a vintage Boatkin tote, and it was like 200 bucks. And I was like, what? Like 200 bucks for like a used LL Bean tote? And then I went to the LL Bean site and I was like, what, do they not make them anymore or something? Like, I literally have never looked up a Boatkin tote in my life. My first, I mean, I have a bunch of like canvas tote bags like that I use for I don't love using like plastic bags if I can avoid it. Obviously, like the supermarket and stuff, I do. But if I'm only going to like grab a few things from the supermarket or whatever, mind you, I hate the supermarket, so I usually get it delivered anyway. But I will bring like a canvas tote instead. I do my best. I do my best not to pollute the world. If I can help, I will. So I do have a bunch of canvas totes, but it was never something where I was like, I need a canvas tote. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm on eBay, and a whole bunch of like used Boatkin totes come up, and they're like price ranges from like 80 for like a used like fucked up tote to like 250. Guys, what? So I went to LL Bean, and okay, they're like the mini one is like 27 bucks. With personalization is like $8 more. So like, what on earth is anybody doing buying a used LL Bean tote, unless for some reason you literally need it ASAP and LL Bean is back ordered. But like, really? Like you can go to Land's End, you can go to like a million. I don't know. It's super weird to me, unless the vintage ones are better quality. But I think they're still good quality. Like I think that they're still good quality. Anyway, I'll let you know when mine comes, and I will show you guys. I think it is really, really, really cute. I'm actually kind of obsessed with the idea. I go through my phases of wearing designer every single day. Like every single time I wear a bag, it has to be designer for whatever reason. It's my own mental thing. I don't know. But, and then I go through like different, like little moments where I'm like, I don't want anything designer. And I'll go through that for a little while. So, like, not that I don't want it, I will never get rid of my stuff, but that when I go out of the house, I want like to be a little more like understated or whatever. I don't know. I go through I have my moods, you know what I mean? And that's why I've learned to not sell things, because it always comes back around for me personally. Like I don't like it, but in a year I will like it. Like that's just how it goes. And time goes too quick to sell and try to rebuy and blah, 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 blah. Same shit I always talk about. Sorry. Okay. Next. Next is I don't know if it is like this late summer thing, because everything I feel like most of the things I'm mentioning are very like quiet luxury, and we know that's not me. But L&M, I talk about that brand a lot and I really, really love it. They always come out with like these little mini collections, and I see a lot of people wearing it online and whatever, and you probably see me wear it before. I have like quite a few things from her. I am loving their little crochet outfit. So if you haven't checked out this brand, her prices are great. They just dropped this collection where it's like this little crochet outfit that I'm going to put right there, and I think it is freaking adorable. I'm waiting on a code. I'm waiting on a coupon code, guys. I missed one the other day. I saw it too late. She also has some tote bags that you'll want to watch if you like the Boatkin tote. She has some tote bags that she released, I guess, in limited quantities the other day. They're coming back out in like about a week and a half or so. I think they're going to be like pre-orders on August 9th. They're very quiet luxury. Again, not so much up my alley, but every once in a while, I do like to have something without any association on it, just in case, you know? But I really, really like them a lot. She had them in khaki and black. Black is not my thing, but khaki or cream looks really, really cute. I'm kind of loving the bag. I don't know. I don't know what's up with me. Maybe it's the outfit. I'm like a white canvas bag would look good with this outfit. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I'm really, really liking it. She has quite a few things on her website right now that I am like interested in. The crochet outfit being like top of the list, the bag being top of the list. I think that's it. And actually, funny, and I'm not a watch person, but I was staring at her watch that she has like recently, and I was like, maybe I need this. I don't need it. I'm not going to get it because I know I'm not going to wear it, but I did think it was super cute. I don't know. All of it, again, very quiet luxury, very out of my element, but like something about it I'm really liking it. And I think it's just like I usually get like this end of summer. I get like very into this like every year for some reason, like Laura Piana shoes and like crochet, summertime outfits. I don't know. There's a place in my heart, I guess, for all the things. Even if it's not loud and crazy, but I do like it. I do like it a lot. I think like, okay, I'm gonna like wear this and go like walking on like Worth Avenue and like Palm Beach and like, yeah, but I like it. I like it. Anyway, so that's on my list. The next thing on my list is actually, so I don't know how many of you guys like the website or the store Akira. I think it's Akira. I'll put it up here. I don't know where there's another location. There's an actual physical location here in Miami on Lincoln Road. It's the only one I know about. I don't know if there's other like actual stores. You guys let me know if you've ever been to one. It is the store itself. I think I've brought you guys in there before. It's very overwhelming and feels very cheap. So I like going on the website better because then it doesn't give me like preconceived notions of, what like the items, because when you feel like you're looking at something and it's surrounded by a whole bunch of junk, it doesn't feel worth it. But when you're looking at it by itself on the website and when it shows up like at your door when you order it, it does feel worth it. So I have like a split feelings about Akira, honestly. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's weird, but I have split feelings about it. Anyway, I am loving these jeans. They're literally just regular jeans with the ass completely patched up. Isn't that kind of cool? How do you feel about these? I like them a lot. Again, they've been on my list. There are certain brands that I just will never buy from until they give me a code. Like if they give out codes left and right and I'm ready to buy when it's not, when there's not, it's like Rebag, exactly like Rebag. I will not buy Rebag if it's full price because Rebag constantly has 10%, 15% off. Plus they have like deals if you are a Rebag Plus member. I'm not going to buy it at full price when I know that tomorrow you're going to send out another deal. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about Akira. Exactly how I feel about Akira. Same thing with like Express. I don't know. I don't really shop at Express anymore, but when I used to work in an office or just in general, I think my whole wardrobe was Express and New York and Company, and I would never buy from either one of those brands if it was full price because it doesn't make any sense. Like you constantly are giving out sales, so why would I ever buy anything full price? You know what I mean? Anyway, that's how I feel about Akira. So I am waiting on a coupon for these jeans. Yeah, but I really like them. Actually, they sent me a coupon the other day and it was $20 off of a purchase of 75 or more, but the jeans are 74.99 and I didn't want to buy anything else just to get the $20 off. So I have abstained until they send me a code that is actually going to work on something under $75. But I love them. Like, I think that they're so cool. I don't know how they're going to fit. I don't know what they're going to look like in person, but I really like them. So on my list. And then the last thing I have for you guys, because I don't want to keep you for too long, is so I didn't even write the name of the website, but I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to actually put a little video right up here. Okay. So tell me that I already know I'm going to be super annoyed by all of this shit on my phone, but there's something about this. Tell me if you guys see this ad all the time too on Instagram. There is something about all of these like charms and like this whole like situation happening with this phone that makes me really, really want it. I don't know. I don't even know what I would choose. I want the cloud thing on the back. I'm like, do I want the hot dog? Do I want the egg? Like, there's so many options with like little charms hanging off the phone. I know that it's going to be super annoying because in the car, like when I'm filming and even when I'm not filming, actually, like I have a little stand that I put my phone on so that I can like be hands free. Like if I have like a YouTube on or like a podcast or something, like I put it and I like mount it up so that I don't have to like constantly be like picking up my phone to like do anything. And I feel like it definitely would not fit into that holder. I also have like another little like magnetic holder on my like windshield for like when I'm talking to you guys, like a different angle. And and I know that it wouldn't stick with all that stuff on it. Like I would have to like, basically like get my phone naked to like put it up in these places. But tell me that it's not like the cutest thing. I don't know. It's like I love it. I don't know what it is about it. I'm like, I want all the charms hanging off of my phone. I want the wristlet. I do have a wristlet, actually. I have a few, but I love it. I'm like, we carry our phones in our hands. I don't know. I don't know who of you puts your phone in your bag and it just stays there. My phone is literally glued to my hand at all times or like in my pocket. So the truth is that when I leave the house, I'm not putting it in my bag. So like it can have all the stuff on it, I guess. And I'm like, it's kind of like another accessory. So like I think that's why I like it because it just accessorizes the phone that is glued to your hand anyway. Like I don't know. I love it though. Anyway, I will link it all below. And then the very last the last honorary mention, I always do that, is because I actually already mentioned it in my dream list, but I mentioned a different one. So I don't know whether you think these Tony Alama jackets are, I know I constantly talk about them and I told you guys I wasn't going to talk about them. And then you guys told me, oh no, it's okay to talk about them. So I'm talking about them because I love them. And I literally have like my growing collection of them. And so I have another one on my list. It is not obviously as cheap as some of the other stuff that I just listed, but it is something that I don't know, like, I don't know if you think of it as like a designer brand or not. I personally, I don't. I guess like in the 80s, maybe it was a brand, but we know he's fallen from grace. And I don't think that we should lump it in with designer brands. Anyway, the one that is on my list, in my dream, my dream wish list video that I posted like a few videos ago, I talked about the Barbie Beverly Hills version that I'm loving. I'll put it right here. But the one that is like less expensive, that is on my list of like, just my regular wish list for sometime soon, probably the next one I'm going to grab would be the Beverly Hills one. So it is still a Beverly Hills, but it is not the Barbie version. But I don't know. There's something about the Beverly Hills one that has like, there's just so much going on. There's like the Beverly Hills Hotel on one side. There's like the, I don't know, it's like the Beverly Hills sign on the other. I don't know. There's just so much going on in this jacket. I love it. I've only been to Beverly Hills maybe twice in my life. I think twice. Maybe once, maybe twice. I don't remember. Anyway, it's absolutely stunning over there. It's beautiful. California is not my thing, but Beverly Hills is beautiful. And this jacket is, I just love it so much. So that is on my non-designer wish list. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. I don't want to keep on talking and talking and talking because I think we know that I get into these moods and I totally can. So if you have made it this far, I totally appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and do that so that you are also entered to win the Labubu at the 3,000 subscriber mark giveaway. And already followed me on Instagram, go over there and get another entry so that you can do that as well. And that's it. So if you like this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. You guys are the best. I appreciate you so much. And last but not least, if you are not done with me yet, you would like to keep on watching, YouTube is going to make a recommendation of a video that I think that you might like right over here. So go ahead and watch that if you so choose. Anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate you and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.